Okay, this is the policy committee meeting for February 25th, Monday. It's a little after 6. I'm Julia Olafson. We have Mr. Strobel, Mr. Hurley, and Dr. Cooper here. And we have a lot to talk about. We're going to start right with something that's been awaiting legal review from our solicitor, Mr. Subers, and it's, according to what I saw, it's been there since August. So Mr. Hurley had some feedback from Mr. Subers to talk about.
You actually have the policy that you're going to print out, so
Do you need one?
what's that? I can talk to them about it.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Pretty much, you're dealing with standard ways. They did tweak a few things. The one part at the back of the last paragraph basically was to line up with our past practices in the David area school district in terms of FMLA leave. Yes,
What heading?
it's FMLA.
You mean substitution of paid leave, or?
What was the last one? I mean, there's questions and substitution of paid leave, and then complaints or compliance.
Oh, hold on, I got to look at it.
Okay, I apologize.
I can make sure I'm reading the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. There. Yeah, under substitution.
Under substitution of paid leave?
Yeah.
And that was where we needed to align with past practices, as we had discussed at a previous meeting, I believe.
We need to line that up with our past practice, which obviously we're obligated to uphold because it's been for 20 years. So that's basically the language that was tweaked to do that. So that's really what you're seeing in terms of a change in the FMLA policy itself.
So this would include vacation, sick time, anything that's accrued.
Yeah, they're supposed to use, they're allowed to use their sick time before their FMLA goes into effect. So they're allowed to use that. Most people choose to do it that way too, but we've allowed that historically for at least.
But that's what it's saying, basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's not requiring that you have
Not
to.
requiring that you have to.
It's
Yeah,
not.
most people choose that.
Like as an example, if someone had some accrued sick leave of like 30 days, and they had an event and they wanted to use FMLA, could they like hold back like
That's right
five days? So if something else happened the rest of the year, they have
it's right-
something.
It's right here.
Okay, that's just as long as they have some flexibility, I guess.
Yeah, you have that flexibility. I agree.
Okay. And this will be replacing policy 335.
Yeah, you want to put it at the top and do that first reading, just right at the top of that first reading. Put that on.
First
Down for
reading
That's what-
at March Cal,
perfect.
and that's from today to 25. Okay? And we have to denote that the first reading will happen at the Cal because we don't have at least 3 people here today. So, all right, then we're moving on to old business. Is that right?
Yes.
And policy 249, bullying and cyberbullying. I have here that we needed to. We're still looking for extra input from building administration,
No,
or
we're
back from that.
Administrative team. In particular, the one where it's really different with current practice is where it says under definitions, and we're outside of the school setting, and basically we do not. That should be crossed out.
So right now, that's not what we're expecting.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, and I do understand this, that would require significantly more staff. If you're going to investigate things that do not cross the nexus of school,
Right.
Once something crosses into school, like the kids start arguing over that, then it's clearly in our area. It does allow, the law currently allows us to extend that, but you're right, you're opening, here's what you're opening to. Let's say there's a disagreement at laser midget football between two kids,
Yeah.
doesn't roll into school. Now you're going to have, you're going to be having your principals investigate a argument of two kids, one kid calling another kid a name in laser midget football, without the ability to fully investigate it because you can't get all the witnesses there.
Yeah, and
It's
the
not-
coaches aren't staff, and
Not
you know,
staff.
yeah.
That makes sense. That's what you would be extending that into, which create, I mean, it can be done, but you're creating a Herculean situation, so.
All right, so just procedurally, since I've never had to make the documentation on these, I'm Xing that one out and putting a date next to it.
I would just cross that down. You see where that blank is?
Right.
Yeah, right there where it says it is.
Okay.
And then the other ones, I don't know, Bucky, we went over the other ones, but the consequences are fine. You can check all of them down the bottom where it says consequences of violation. We did go over that last time,
Uh-huh.
but they're all,
Leaving them all available?
yeah, they're all available. You want to give maximum flexibility.
Yeah, because it's which may include.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah. And I would check May at the top, and I think we went over that this last time.
Which may include.
May, it's where it says education position May, then I would check all the consequences so that we have a range of consequences, because we do use, depending on the situation, different.
Okay,
Doesn't matter of current practice.
got it. All right, any other comments to make on that? Those were the things that were, yep,
Makes
okay.
sense. Makes perfect sense.
All right. And again, first reading, March, cow, right?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
March. Okay. School vehicle drivers, Okay. Is that this big, obnoxiously large one? Is that all the documentation of all the laws?
That would be
Yeah,
all
okay.
policy.
Okay. All right.
You talked about that?
I remember the discussion at the last meeting on this one. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the thought process here is that there are some complications, as you're well aware of, both with our labor union in terms of that, as well as other reasons. One of the things, to a degree, our transportation company, as we said, they do drug and alcohol screening
Right.
of all their employees. They're required to by contract and obligation. Right now, if you go under, and it's under Act 82 and Act 44, our professional employees are currently required, if they get arrested for a DUI or a drug arrest or anything of that nature, they have to fill out a form and send it to me, and it's required for them to do it within, I think, 72 hours.
Got it.
So that does provide us at least some screening, if someone gets arrested. What it does, it's not a current, you know what I mean, like in terms of, it's not like, okay, what they do with the bus company, but it does provide at least a level of.
I understand.
It's not the same, though, I need to say, it's not the same rigor as the transportation.
And I have a question on that regarding with that. If I get arrested today, and tomorrow I'm driving a bus, they don't have like that window. Isn't there something that says if you get arrested now that you can't drive for so many days or something to that effect? I mean, just to kind of protect the school. I mean, I could still be drunk the next day. I don't know. If you're in 72 hours, it's a pretty long time.
There's
If it happened on a Monday night or something.
Under policy, it's like, and you're right, you're exactly right. I think it's 8 hours the way it's written.
Okay.
You're not allowed to drink any, obviously, alcohol within
Okay.
8 hours or 6 hours. I forget how it's written exactly.
Okay. It was just a thought. I don't know that as well.
Fair
So
question.
yeah.
Yeah, what we had discussed at the last meeting was the way this draft that came from PSBA was suggesting actual testing and, some sort of like creating a list of people that are okay to drive the school van based on like some extra requirements.
Right.
And I had said that I didn't know if the union would agree to anything like that, and it sounds like that was probably correct.
Yeah, and we didn't go that far. And
Yeah.
have that discussion with the union, but we were actually having some internal discussions.
But even if eventually they did, there would be some significant. We can't just make a policy that says that. You know, when we have
Language that would have to be.
something would have to have.
Negotiable, correct.
Right. Yeah. So, so, as you said, right now, what would that mean that much of what is in the controlled substances and alcohol would have to be gutted and rewritten under?
You okay?
Yeah, and Mr. Strobel is going to have to head to a different meeting right now, and which is fine, and we'll continue discussing new business. But we won't be making any decisions until the committee of the whole anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The ring's answering.
For the purposes of this policy, just looking at this, and I'm not sure which one you want to go, but all the ones that said add the contract carrier, we can cross those off, because that would be my recommendation. You guys can do it.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't make sense, because the dam, you're looking at.
And the contract carrier, those were already crossed off. And then under the district shall require school vehicle drivers to submit to the following drug and alcohol tests. That was where I thought that whole one might go.
They go, you're correct, under controlled substances and alcohol, all that should go.
And the one after it, stating that the drug and alcohol testing program for school vehicle drivers shall be completely separate from the drug and alcohol testing program for covered drivers, that would go as well. If they're, okay. And, oh, that's interesting. So they've included one for, PASMA has included a statement about not using medical marijuana in the, that's very forward thinking of them. It probably needs a little bit more of a careful reading about whether or not any other language needs to be excised or changed. But that was the biggest issue, I thought, about, should some statement in here should there be some statement that if the school is notified that someone has been arrested for
You can put that in there.
for a DUI or
It's actually acting to
yeah, some reference to that, something that was a reference to anyone who has had to notify the administration under Act 82 of an arrest. I don't know how to.
For Act 82, yeah.
As per Act 82, will I don't know how to phrase it, because I'm sure there has to be some sort of time limit on it, right?
In the district,
Well, the time limit is outlined in Act 82.
Oh, okay.
It tells right in the law,
I see.
right in the act.
I gotcha. Yeah, I think that, if we're kind of saying that that is our substitute for some sort of testing program, probably should reference it.
Yeah.
So how about something like this? If the district is notified of a drug and alcohol violation or arrest,
Under Act 82.
Under the guidelines.
Yeah.
Or in Act 82, PPA or whatever the PA.
Yeah, I just don't want any vagueness to the reference. Yeah.
Would we have Brian do this?
Oh, yeah,
I would have him kind of.
yeah, I agree.
Just to make sure our language is, you know, where it should be related to that.
So I'm just going to make a note. I know you're making a more specific notation. Substitute language, re-Act 82, and refer to legal, and refer to, I'll wait until he's done.
Yeah, just,
Something like that?
Yeah,
I'll have Brian look at
how about if I just make a note here, I'm just making a note of the date, and substitute language, re-Act 82. Mr. Hurley has draft language to refer to legal. Is that good?
refer to.
All right. Should we move on to new business? Or
Yeah,
should we?
Honestly, it's your call. It's pretty benign stuff. It's things like, there's petty cash items in this one, and there's, just, this is more,
I'm going to slip over to.
Go to the interesting meeting, that's fine. The only thing,
There's that lease agreement on for
yeah.
and I do believe you're right, that the stuff that we have under new business is pretty boring. But I don't want to leave so much to the cow that, everybody feels like they have to pick it apart because it's the first time anybody's looking at it. But if you think it's,
Honestly, what I would do, I would only put, and you can tell me what, I'd put on the cow, like the legal leave, family and medical leave, and the old business, push 3 policies through, I would just put those 3, and then anything we don't cover here, I would just push off the rest.
that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would put.
I think that-
3 policies, that we're fine.
I think that's fine.
That way, the work's been done, and it's been, it's usually pretty time sensitive. This other stuff, it's all important, but it's not like, that's fine.
And that's fine with me. And so it is 6:20, and we are going to call this meeting closed. And thanks a lot.